But of course, moving on, we do have Tasnim with us today. Hello.
Hello.
I haven't seen you in a very long time.
Yeah, I fancy seeing you here.
How are you today?
I'm great. But 3 new, well, not new, old but exciting movies
Yes,
to review
I think
today.
I know one of them. I do know one of them. But okay, tell me about the first one.
So the first one, The Death of Stalin.
Yes.
This was released in 2017, so it's a bit of an oldie, but it's
Okay.
a goodie. And it's directed by Armando Iannucci, who is a world-renowned British satirical. He's a director.
I love how you
he's a
said that without
writer.
any stammering. I stammer all the time and I can't even say Saturday. But carry on.
Yeah, he's a satirical writer, director, in this case, director and writer.
Okay.
He's written The Thick of It. So in the same way that The Thick of It is a political, satirical show about UK politics, and it's just known within people who are interested in politics, it's just known as being the show. The Death of Stalin is of that light. So it's a dark comedy about Stalin's death and the struggle for power that comes afterwards.
Right.
So the head of the NVKD, which is the secret police in the Stalinist regime,
Right.
he is basically competing with Khrushchev, who is eventually the leader of the USSR after Stalin. He's competing with Khrushchev to try become leader of the USSR. And it's just, the comedy, it's so absurd in comparison with like the darkness of Stalinist Russia or of the Soviet Russia in general. So it just really makes for like a stark contrast, which just makes it just really funny.
Okay, fair enough. So how would you rate that out of 10?
I think it was pretty good. I think it's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10,
I love politics and history and comedy, so it was just all of my interests
All in one
combined.
for you, wasn't it? Okay, so moving on, what's the second movie you have for us today?
It's the second movie. It's a classic, Back to the Future.
Okay.
And as a physics and time travel nerd, it is one of the first movies that I really just loved and would rewatch again and again. So Back to the Future, it's a quite old movie, 1987, but it is a classic. So Marty is a young boy and he accidentally gets sent back in time to 1955. And he has to basically get his parents to fall in love, otherwise he will cease to exist. Like if they don't fall in love, they will never have him in the future, and then he will just stop living.
Right.
So this is just like, the entire movie is based off of the grandfather paradox, which is a paradox in time travel, where if your parents never met, you would
never exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay,
or if the actual paradox is if you go back in time to kill your grandfather, then you would never exist.
Okay.
So then you can't go in time to kill your grandfather.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Right, yeah, no, okay. So how would you rate that out of 10?
That's a classic. It's an absolute classic.
Okay.
That has to be up there as well. Like I think it's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of
purely
10.
because even though some people argue that there are plot holes in the physics aspects of the movie.
Yes.
The fact that it's a combination of like action and some parts go really fast and it's really exciting, but it's a combination of that and with like the heartfelt moments of like his parents like falling in love again and him being with him and his grandfather are a dynamic duo.
Okay.
Like it's a cute movie.
It's a cute one. Okay.
Yeah, family movie, sure.
So you would say this is a family movie, whereas what about The Death of Stalin?
The Death of Stalin, I watched it with all my history A-level friends.
Okay.
We watched it as revision.
Yeah, no, I get that. When I tried to study for my O-levels at least, I watched movies. That's what I did. But no, I understand.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. So moving on, we have a third movie. So what's the movie?
This one you're going to be excited
That one
about.
I know, yeah.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Ooh, love it. Okay.
So
what's
this is,
that about?
again, cult classic.
Yes.
This is, it's based around a character, Miranda Priestley, who is very much, like, played by Meryl Streep, who's very much like the hard-ass, cold but iconic female character that this movie centered around. Yeah. So she's the devil in The Devil Wears Prada. I think she's based off Anna Wintour, who's the head writer for Vogue.
Vogue, yes.
So Miranda Priestley, she's a really cold and cutting boss, and there's this new journalist, Andy, who is she doesn't really care about fashion at all.
Yeah.
She just joins this role as a writer for Miranda Priestley's fashion company because she just wants to like get a job within the field so that she can go on to some more serious. She wants to go into some more serious role. But then everybody around her, especially Emily, who is a person who works as Miranda's assistant, Emily's like, what do you mean you're not into fashion? Like, how can you get this job?
Yes. Yeah,
like,
no, I understand.
There are so many girls who would kill to have
be
your
in this
role,
job, and now you have it.
and you're very unappreciative.
Yes.
So Andy eventually falls in love with fashion, and it's all about her character development and her finding out who she is within the span of this role. And she's just graduated from university, so she doesn't really know who she is.
Okay, sounds a bit like me, but after every single job I do. But anyways, how would you rate this movie?
This, again, all the movies today are cult classics.
Yeah, that they are.
Cult classic, indeed.
So 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
No, it can't be a 9 out of 10. It has to be a 10 out of 10.
It has
but
to be a
anyways,
10 out of 10.
Maybe that's my preference.
I'm watching it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because it's that good.
I think I might join you in that one. But no, thank you so much for today. I'll catch up with you later.